Hey guys, Dark Prometheus here. Welcome to our Starfield playthrough. What you'll see at the beginning of this video, up in the title, well, down in the title technically, is you'll see either a story or a exploration little tab there that'll kind of tell you what this episode's all about, if we're doing questing story stuff or if we're exploring. So generally what we're going to do is kind of split it like that. We're going to hit a lot of story, and towards the end maybe there'll be some more exploration stuff. So hopefully you'll enjoy this playthrough of Starfield. It's gonna be a mix of live stream and also recorded stuff, so hopefully you have some fun. Now let's get right into it for YouTube later. Okay, so our first one is to survey Urendi 2 in the Urendi system. We are at Gagarin. Let's explore Gagarin because I think there is some west stuff here that we can pick up.
Welcome to Gagarin. You need some work done?
It's Gagarin.
Nothing for us to do.
Hey, look at the
I'm
ships.
sure you can find some.
The hoplite, the Roanoke, the crossbow. That looks kind of cool. Command module up top. Ooh, that looks pretty cool as well. Not a lot of storage capacity, but I do like how it's centered. This is really cool. There's a pretty good reactor on it too that we can't use yet. Okay.
Mech construction is a dead industry, Chief Pretorius. Those jobs aren't coming back. But Reliant Medical, Archmite, and Satori Mills are dedicated to Gagarin. We were just hoping Gagarin could show the same dedication in return.
I'm not closing off the city every time you want to run a tour group through here.
Our investor visits are the key to making Gagarin a place that works again. A place where people want to live again.
People are living here just fine. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have security work to get back to.
You're not on my calendar. Is this Archmite related? I'm on Gagarin to make money, not friends.
What's Archmite?
Archmite? We're the galaxy's premier heavy equipment firm. Diggers, construction robotics, that sort of thing.
Okay.
And we're on Gagarin to take advantage of an opportunity. The city's old mech factories have been sitting dormant for years now. But they're open again thanks to us. We've automated the old assembly lines and brought plenty of money to the city in the process. It's a win-win for all involved.
All right. Did you talk about one of the security officers earlier? What was that about?
Oh, Chief Pretorius? She thinks Gagarin is just peachy being poor and run down. Has no vision.
Okay.
But Archmite does. Thanks to our investment, the largest formerly shuttered mech plant in the city has been refurbished and is churning out some of the finest heavy equipment in the settled systems. And we're sharing that vision of a revived Gagarin with others. We've been bringing in investors, showing them all the potential of this place. We were only asking the chief to make sure the areas we'd planned to visit didn't have any malcontents running around. Unfortunately, some of the locals don't appreciate all we've done for the city.
Treat them with respect. I'm sure the locals will come around eventually.
We expect they will. After all, what truer sign of respect is there than a high-paying salary?
I take it you're not from Gagarin?
What gave it away? I was born in New Atlantis, but the business environment is so stuffy there. Centuries-old firms set in their ways. Gagarin is gritty, exciting, an opportunity for growth. And isn't that what business and life are all about?
Okay.
Bye now.
don't know if we're technically hidden. Okay.
Oh, sorry. You'll have to hack that on your own.
It did.
Tell me you're here to just report a good old-fashioned crime? If I have to deal with one more corporate exec begging for special treatment, I'll eat my badge.
Just getting to know the area.
Guess I'm off the hook then. But look, I'm Security Chief Pretorius. If you do have anything to report, you can speak to me or one of my officers. We're always around.
Anything I should see while I'm in Gagarin?
Gagarin's not really that sort of burg. Most of the restaurants went belly up when the mech trade shut down. Only one left is Lizzie's, on the other side of town, though it does have a nice view of the square. There's also a little social club the local executives set up across from Lizzie's, but it's still pretty light on amenities. Now, if you're just looking to resupply, then you'll want Clint's. Another case of last business standing, but he's got a good selection. And for medical supplies, you'll want Dr. Kayala. You can find both of them on the main concourse. Beyond that, we're just corporate offices and private homes.
All right. How long you been on the job?
Well, I came here right after training, which was 10 years ago now. Gagarin was a lot rougher then. People were still reeling from all the plants getting shut down after the war. So there was a lot of petty theft, break-ins. I was responsible for putting together a pretty busy community outreach program. Worked out well enough that they eventually made me chief.
Is there a lot of crime in Gagarin?
We've had our issues. Some folks aren't thrilled about the corporations moving in, but the majority don't act on it. Those that do largely keep it civil. Protest, throw some paint, occasional crate wanders off. But we've managed to avoid any open conflict so far. It's really not a bad assignment.
Okay.
Be safe. Something you want to... Just stay out of trouble.
Salutations. If my services are inadequate, please leave a complaint.
I'm sorry,
so
but
I
if
can
this isn't
improve.
directly related to Reliant Medical business, you should really schedule an appointment.
What business like these on Gagarin?
Gagarin is a city on the rise. Cheap facilities, an enthusiastic labor market. Archmite and Satari Mills are just learning what Reliant's known for years. Gagarin is the place to do business.
Work for Reliant? What's that like?
What's that like? Challenging. I work for Helena Strickland, one of the most driven executives in the industry. I tied him really, though she seems to forget it's not just her that's responsible for Reliant's successes around here. Though we've been having some courier troubles recently. I think there could be some credits in if you're interested. Speak to Helena.
Okay. What do folks do for fun around here?
Who knows? Drink themselves to death? I honestly haven't the slightest. I'm usually too busy trying to make something of this city. But if you aren't the seize the day type, you can wander over to Lizzie's. I haven't heard about any waves of blindness striking the city's residents, so the drinks can't be that bad.
If I remember right, she's probably on the second floor.
You're not the usual courier. Please tell me you're his replacement, and that you're just here to pay me a long overdue visit on his behalf.
Actually, that's why I'm here. I'm hoping to find your missing courier.
Are you now? Look, I'm expecting a very important package. Very important. What would you say to tracking it down for me?
That's why I'm here.
Quickly. I pay, and I pay well.
Yeah.
Good. Let's get you on your way then. Rosenblum, United Transport, Gagarin branch. Now, please. Akachi, it's Helena, over at Reliant Medical. Your courier never showed. I need his stops for the day. This is my I don't care voice, Akachi. Oh? And what's your firm's policy on losing our branch as a client?
I'm not good.
I thought so. Send it to my personal slate. Thank you, Akachi. Here. All the places our courier might have gotten waylaid. She mentioned a panel or something that you can plug his ID number into at each delivery point. They should tell you if he's been there recently. The ID's 8148. When you do finally track him down, you can tell him you'll be completing delivery. Now go get me my package. Please.
Okay.
I hate it when the walkways creak.
Welcome to Clint's. Whatever you need, I'm sure I've got it lying around somewhere. Except mech parts. Don't trade those anymore, so don't waste your time asking.
Let me see what you got.
Refurbished a lot of the pieces.
Ooh. Love to grab one of these. I'm going to. And all the adhesive. I'm gonna grab Digipix. Okay. Can you tell me about Gagarin?
Gagarin? It was a military town until the end of the Colony War. Mechs were our specialty. Everyone always blabbers about Mars making the highest performance machines. But if you needed a system that wouldn't let you down in a pinch, You piloted a Gagarin, but that all dried up when the mechs were banned with the armistice. Now, we've got these new firms coming in. Arkmite, Centauri Mills, claim they're here to revitalize the city. Which is funny, since their employees refuse to step foot in most of it.
What was Gagarin like when they still made mechs?
Plenty more competition for stores like mine, that's for sure. UC had a lot more money to throw around in those days. During the war, I couldn't keep the shelves stocked. At first, because of all the demand. But later, because the Freestar Collective flotillas were so damn good at picking off UC merchant craft. But the biggest difference now? The quiet. Not just because most of the forges and mines shut down. It was the testing. Firms used to drive their prototype mechs out into the canyons, way beyond the city. But you could still hear the guns all the way from here. It was like, shoo, thunder. So when the thunder stopped, well, so did Gagarin in a way.
Okay. Sounds like you missed those days.
Hard to not be nostalgic for a time when the city was in a better place. Though, knowing what we do now, with the costs of the war and all, probably better for everyone that Gagarin's moved on.
Okay.
Take care now.
Finally starting to cool off.
A hazmat squad. Came through here the other day. Said they're cleaning out any heat leeches. Public safety concern. I think I missed something.
That's an 8 up at the Vanguard office. She's pretty good. Nearly convinced me to hand out recruitment materials for.
Sorry, I don't mean to be rude, but I've got a lot of shipments to process still. So let's cut to the chase. Are you here to claim a shipment in storage, or do you have some other shipping concern? Did one of my robots wander off again? Was it something else entirely?
Does a lot of cargo come through here?
You'd be surprised. Gagarin's had a bit of a resurgence lately as an industrial hub. It seems like every week they're storing and shipping more and more cargo. That reminds me, if this keeps up, we're going to need more robots.
Can you tell me about the shipping warehouse?
Well, it's owned by Unified Transport. We employ a mostly robotic staff. Fewer mistakes that way. We do short-term storage, long-term. I guess that's pretty much it. It's a warehouse. We do shipping. Enough said.
Okay. There's sure a lot of robots.
What do you expect? Robots never get tired. They don't need breaks. They can carry heavy loads. They're faster and more efficient in every way for this kind of work. And if I'm being honest, I prefer their company. When you've spent most of your life in space away from people, you learn. Back to work, then.
Sometimes I hide outside the door to Lizzie's bar.
I'm Dr. Keala. Are you a new patient? If you're a UC citizen, I can look you up, get your benefits processed once we've done a workup.
What's just my benefits? I'm not sure I follow.
Oh, well, the UC subsidizes the costs of all services for its citizens, healthcare and beyond. Hard part is, you've got to earn your citizenship first, doing some job for the UC for X number of years. I got mine serving as a doctor in an at-need area, as they lovingly refer to Gagarin. Other folks, they've done it through scientific service, diplomatic posts. Heck, you could even go over and talk to Zenaida about joining the Vanguard. They'll get you your citizenship in no time flat. Or so says Zenaida.
I mean...
Oh, well, hello right back at you. If you're ever in need of medical services, you just let me know.
Like being a doctor?
I like helping people. I grew up around here, so I already knew basically all of my patients from day one. My parents both worked the mines, and I saw how hard that can be on the body. Made me want to help folks around here.
Okay, medical supplies.
Of course.
Nothing special.
I'm here to help, day or night.
Courier 8148 detected. Error. You have already checked in. This drop-off location. Please
I don't miss all the extra heat from the old forges, that's for sure.
Or there might have been like a CEO or something like that.
check-in accepted. You are late, courier. Please complete delivery and proceed.
Welcome to the Vanguard Recruitment Office. Here to join the cause. If you've got a ship and the metal to help keep UC systems safe, the Vanguard has got a place for you.
Already in the Vanguard.
Ah, pleasure to meet you, Captain. So then, to what do I owe the visit?
Looking for work.
I'd love to get some more people coming in the door. Any interest in helping me distribute some recruiting materials to a couple local concerns?
Sure.
Military recruitment can certainly be thankless. We're happy to lend a hand.
Spoken like one who knows the slog. I'm guessing... Marines?
Navigator Corps.
Navigator Corps. So you're intimately acquainted with hardship, then. Well, I appreciate you helping me with this minor one. You'll be dropping off recruitment kits to 3 people. Lizzie Aheo at the local watering hole, Chief Pretorius at the security office, and Dr. Keala over at the clinic. I'll pay you for the legwork, but I'll throw in some extra if you can get them to guarantee they'll actually put the materials up. That all sound like it's in your wheelhouse?
Yeah, that's considered done.
Good. Once you're done, come back here. I'll have your credits waiting.
Okay.
When you have a few moments, there's something I'd like to discuss.
Our last head of security was a real hard ass. Now this kid.
Can you make it quick?
My time for this is wrapping. I better get back to it.
My time is Arkmite's. This has been lovely. Really.
You looking for the nice part of town? I think you missed it.
I'm a geologist.
You're a Gagarin. One of the first. To take the leap into space. Without, I have something I need to discuss with you.
You know who's really to blame for Gagarin's problems?
The Freestar Collective.
I have to break up one more fight at Lizzie's. She and I are going to have problems.
All right, let's go check the next spot. No, he's dead.
Set aside anything useful and just leave the rest. There's something I need to talk to you about.
Check-in accepted. Please continue along your route, courier.
Buzz off, all right?
I'll see you when your shift is done.
Is it something that we've already looked at?
Most of these corporate clowns won't even show their face at Lizzie's.
I know a guy who's just got a job at the Centauri Mills plant.
They're conscripting security to search all the abandoned buildings.
Not seeing anything down there. There is that, but I'm not sure if that really counts. Come away. I don't know why there's so many dead ends.
You from off-world? Well, if you like your destinations hot and dusty, Garen's got you covered.
I heard there's a bunch of old abandoned mines under town.
I need a key for that.
All these fans.
I don't mean to complain.
Security is usually good about keeping out strays, but keep your eyes open at night for dust devils and pronglings, okay?
Let's move up. Is it up? Oh, it's here. What am I doing?
Looking for a drink? Don't serve anything fancy, so if you're about to ask for wine spritzer or whatever, you can hop right back on your ship to New Atlantis.
I'm just looking around.
Well, then make yourself comfortable. And don't start anything, all right?
Looking for work.
Lucky you. I've got a little project I could use some help with. You've seen all the neckties and power suits wandering around town? Hmm? Feels like they're everywhere.
Yep.
And while I like a bunch of stuck-up new Atlantean MBAs defiling my city as much as I enjoy unmedicated dental surgery, they've got the credits. So sooner or later, I'm going to need to start serving them, or someone else will.
Can I go anywhere? Might as well benefit.
A creature that fails to adapt to a changing environment rarely survives.
Fancy Talk here's got the right idea. And I think I've found just the thing to help me get my leg up. There's this ship whose crew had to ditch mid-flight. I presume it's some kind of luxury liner because it's supposedly got an impressive collection of booze on it. I want you to go to the ship, find the best stuff on board, and bring it to me. Anything else on the ship is yours to keep. Plus, I'll throw in some credits for your trouble. A fair concern. Fine. I'll make sure you get paid a premium. You'll find the ship doing laps around Grissom. And be careful. I'm not paying for broken bottles, okay?
We should have a talk when you have the time, of course.
Anything on that ship other than the booze, yours for the taking. Bands of corporate marionettes moving in, setting up shop. They think we're just a bunch of cheap factories and dumb labor that'll leap at whatever scraps they toss us. But Gagarins are tough by default. We've got exactly zero need of corporate condescension. Sure do. I came into some money right around the time the war ended. Places were selling for nothing. Every person with credits was flying to New Atlantis. I got this place for a wink and a nod. Have been slinging drinks the way I like 'em ever since. Bottoms up.
I'm thinking we take this. We see if we can get the persuasion up.
Don't cook yourself out there. More of these things? Fine. Give them here. I'll make sure they find their way to the incinerator with the earlier batches.
You should hang up these posters, and I'll tell you why.
Oh, yeah? Fine. Let's discuss.
I'm sure we can work something out.
I'm glad you understand the position I'm in here.
But Sinead, be grateful if you hung these up.
Wouldn't be the worst thing in the world to help her out. She does tip well.
Folks come here when they're down on their luck. Well, there's a chance to improve their lot.
Plenty around here who could use some more stability. That's
Okay.
for sure. Okay, I'll put up the damn posters. Now buzz off before I regret my decision.
That was a good one. The other one is Reliant Medical.
Don't mind the mess. You're welcome so long as we're open.
Gagarin's not an easy place to live. Nice to find
Back at last. Did you...
Your courier's dead and whatever was inside your package is gone.
My God. Dead? Well, I suppose that explains why my employee, Mr. Maximoff, disappeared so suddenly. And why the tracking beacon I installed on his ship was detected fleeing the planet. Here, your payment for finding the courier. It seems you've got some chops when it comes to investigation. What would you say to finding Mr. Maximoff for me? Seeing what he knows about where our data might have wandered off to.
Okay. Good as found.
Excellent. Mr. Maximoff, Bonifant, appears to have set down on another world here in Alpha Centauri, Hawley. Go there and see what he may know on the sub. I'll handle things with security and the courier. You find Bonifant.
Okay, what is...
If one more corporate exec asks for security escort to their ship, I might just hit someone.
I'm here to drop off these UC military recruitment materials.
News in it that start coming from my people sooner or later. Sure. Give them here. I'll throw them up in the office.
Well, that was easy, thanks.
Sure. Zeneda's helped me out of more than
Okay,
couple
that
tight
works.
squeezes. Least I can do.
There's something I'd like to discuss.
Okay, so this goes here.
not supposed to run on the walkways anymore.
The Centauri plant a couple days from now.
Really?
Ugh, real scorcher today, isn't it?
She is the harder
I have
one,
some
I
time
think.
for walk-ins today, if you like. Ah. Zenaida warned me this day might be coming. Look, I presume you're not getting paid if I refuse delivery. So here, I'll take them. I'm not about to pull credits out of someone else's pockets. But this is a medical office. I can't in good conscience hang those things up. First, do no harm and all.
There must be something I can say to convince you to put these up.
I think you're just wasting your time here.
You're not just helping me out here, you're helping helping out one of your neighbors.
Zenaida always has been one of the good ones around here.
It's not like there's war going on right now. These people wouldn't be getting launched into the trenches.
That's not a bad point. It's not like they'd be heading off to the front lines. All right, I'll put them up. Tell Zenaida she wins, okay?
Nice. Okay. Let's go.
Chief Pretorius, I expect, will be the easiest of the bunch. You managed to get those materials passed out? Folks didn't give you too much trouble, I hope.
No, not at all. Must everyone to put them up. You should be rolling in new recruits.
Really? Never thought in a million years Lizzie and Doc Keala would play ball. Good work. Here, what I owe you for the deliveries. And for your top-notch negotiation skills. Thanks again for helping out.
I wonder if there are any mining jobs on Mars these days.
If you wish to place an order, please speak to Ms. Arisen.
When you have a few moments, there's something I'd like to discuss.
I was looking for maybe some mech parts or something.
Are you authorized to be here?
Can this possibly wait?
If you have any problems, you should talk to Chief Pretorius. She'll help you out.
Folks on Gagarin? Just want to be left alone.
Okay. Upwards dead end. Do we need to go to the den so we can actually sell these?
Hi. Please disregard. I attempted an informal greeting. I am...
I heard you're a member of the UC Vanguard. They're so...
Okay, we got a couple more quests here. Yeah, I had to get up and refill my tea and grab somewhat of a snack.
Back among the stars. As a heavenly celestial, it must feel good for you to see your family.
Alright, just sell these antiquities. So we don't get hit.
It's so satisfying seeing the hatches.
When you have a few moments, there's something I'd like.
We'll talk to Sarah.
I really did think this place would see
Good to see you.
action.
You won't find a better.
I think I just screwed that up and did something dumb. Do I have a save point there? I do. I accidentally bought those, so I spent 45k.
There's something I need to talk to you about.
What's this? Selling.
Was there something you needed? Certainly.
That was 20k.
Sorry to pull you aside like this, but I wanted to take a moment to congratulate you. Taking those steps to eradicate the Terramorph threat is essential to the safety of every living thing in the settled systems. You should be proud.
Something had to be done. Those creatures were dangerous.
Yes, exactly. I'm glad you treated the situation with the urgency it deserved. I only wish that the United Colonies chose to exterminate the Terramorphs with the experimental microbe, instead of choosing this ridiculous Asili solution. Apparently, their decision was based on your recommendation. That was a risky choice you've made.
The solution, the animal solution only presents us minimal risk.
Minimal risk? Are you sure? The Asili solution might take years, perhaps even decades. Meanwhile, the clock is ticking for humankind. That sounds far too risky to me.
I couldn't condone the release of an unproven microbe into our ecosystem.
Well, I'm disappointed that you didn't trust the science. Unfortunately, locking away the Lazarus plant instead of eliminating it adds to the risk. Anything that accelerates the Terramorph life cycle should have been completely removed from the equation. Why take the chance?
Does disapprove of my decision to spare the Lazarus plant?
I'm sorry, but yes. Your decision has denied us any type of safety net. I honestly would have preferred a more scorched earth policy to ensure the end to those horrible creatures.
Both should be more supportive of my decisions.
I'm very supportive of your decisions, but that doesn't mean I'm willing to sacrifice my own beliefs in the process. Look, I'll tell you what. Let's put this past us, shall we? I'm sure everything will work out in the end.
I'm sorry, Sarah. It just had to be that way. I wasn't ready to risk the entire universe. All right, the armor transport.
Jemison, but this ship is starting to feel like home.
All right, thanks for coming out for our story stream Saturdays. We're playing some Starfield in this one. I'm really loving the game, so we will definitely get into that. So thanks for coming out. Don't forget to leave a like below, comments, and subscribe. And I will see you guys next time. Later.